Yeah, okay, so he gets a signal, and then you can see they zoom in on the speakers, all right? And on the speakers, you can see the letters. It's all caps. It says ALDE, ALD. All right, and this I've noticed in a few other movies and television series. This could be the star Aldebaran. And I'm going to have to do some more videos, but you watch my other ones and you'll see what I'm talking about. There are definitely tie-ins that suggest that there's something about the star Aldebaran. References to Aldebaran in various movies, you'll come up with quite a few if you look for it. Aldebaran says there's civilization there, Dyson Sphere. Did they receive a signal from Aldebaran? People on planet Earth looking for extraterrestrials. Is this a place where astronomy and the communication efforts, SETI efforts on planet Earth, is this the direction that they need to point their sensors and communications tools? I'm not exactly sure, but there seems to be something about Aldebaran. I don't know what it is. So anyway, there's already a tenuous connection that we've established between Suicide Squad and that's through actor Will Smith. Some other actresses and actors tied to Alien movies, like Lindsay Krause. And Lindsay Krause, she was in Communion, based on the Willie Strieber novel. Okay, so this leads into another predictive item that happened in the year 2016. Maybe you can guess this. Communion, if you're familiar with the story, this dealt with the concept of aliens and alien abduction. This was supposed to be a factual account. And if you're familiar with the story, this involves a couple different groups of aliens, or whatever was going on, and the aliens were known as the Blues and the Grays. All right, so think about this for a second, and you'll see the next prediction of something that happened in 2016. All right, this involves a movie idea. All right, okay, so you had the release of the Marvel Disney film Captain America Civil War. This is something I'll point out. This movie, if you watch it very closely, you'll see some other things besides the fact that they're talking about 2016. There are many relationships to the books and movies, the TV series, works, adaptations by Stephen King. You start to get the impression that they're talking about the Lawnmower Man. So this is another segue, and that goes back to the time in the mid-90s when The Arrival was made with Charlie Sheen, and this is GoldenEye with Pierce Brosnan. You watch that movie, you will see some similarities. The climax of that film, it involves a large radio telescope. So, and Pierce Brosnan was in the original Lawnmower Man. So watch this, and then you kind of get some ideas about some type of reinterpretation, reboot of Lawnmower Man. Back at the end of 2015 and in 2016, there were a couple of announcements where some astronomers believed they had found Dyson Spheres. And these are like an artificial enclosure around. The material is questionable, but it's like, imagine there's an enclosure around the solar system, and then inside you have planets, possibly the sun. It doesn't have to be that big, and actually that sounds impossible. But just imagine a planet-sized space station, the Death Star in Star Wars. Okay, you have a fusion reaction in the center of this thing, like a star. I guess technically you have a Dyson Sphere. So just keep that in mind. Well, anyways, back in 2015-16, the astronomers thought they had found a couple of these things. Okay, so we're like 10 minutes into the movie. There's some interesting items in the office of the character played by actor Ron Silver. Okay, so there's a scene with Charlie Sheen's character here, Zane. And okay, so what's going on is they're talking about the funding situation for the ET search. And if you look in the scene, you'll see a couple of interesting things. In the back of the office, there's a model of the Hubble Space Telescope. Okay, and then look at the desk, right? And okay, they've got some metal balls, spheres. Okay, so if you're familiar with history, you'll know that the Hubble Space Telescope had gyroscope problems, and I think they figured this out early on. I'm not sure if they knew this in '96, but yeah, this got addressed all the way up until the year 2009. They would fly shuttle missions to the Hubble Space Telescope and retrofit this thing with different sensor packages and things. Very interesting. And this prop on the desk was actually part of this scene. Very interesting.